Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Peter the Book Lover here, and in these videos I like to cover the last 8 books that I have received. These are hauls of 8, and let's talk about some of the new books that I have received. Hello everybody, I'm Peter the Book Lover, and in these videos I talk about recent books that I have accumulated. Now, all these books that I've accumulated in these videos so far, when I buy books, it's going to be different. Hopefully, I could go back to buying books. I would much prefer to be a person that shops for books, and opposed to a person that finds these books in the book boxes. You're definitely in a better situation having the money to buy books. But I'm in a situation where I don't have the money to buy books, so this is how I collect my books these days. And I find some really good books in these book boxes. Some of these books are incredible, and I'm very thankful to have them. So let's get into these books. But before I do, I want to thank everybody for being here. If you're new here, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate you giving me your time. And if you're coming back, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you still giving me your time. I know your time is precious, and I hope I am worth your time. Let's get into this. Now, the first book that I'm going to talk about is a story about a hamster. The amazing story of an escape artist hamster, I, Houdini. And this is written by Lonnie Reed Banks. And yeah, this looks like a cute little story about a hamster that keeps on escaping. I love hamsters. I had a hamster when I was younger, and they're a very fun animal. I love the way that they shove food in their mouth and puff up their cheeks. They're a really cool animal, and I really enjoy them a lot. So, The Hamster That Escapes. Now this one is written by Jack London. This is White Fang. Now I have read Call of the Wild, and Call of the Wild is a fantastic novel. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to reading White Fang, which is going to be similar, I believe, to Call of the Wild. I'm not sure though. I have not read this, and I'm looking forward to reading this. This is an abridged version of the story, and a lot of times I like reading the abridged version before I read the actual story. And sometimes it's pretty fun. As a matter of fact, I'm reading Moby Dick right now, and I read the abridged version of Moby Dick, and now I'm reading the actual copy. When I read this, since this is an abridged copy, I do not consider myself that I've read White Fang until I actually read the unabridged version. So it's not going to count for the full version until I've read the full version. Now, the next one is just a small book about the constellations, the stars. And yeah, this is just a little book about the stars. I live in Chicago, so I can't really get a good look at the stars because of the city lights. Makes it almost impossible to see them. Although every now and then I've went to the outer limits of the city, and if you go to Wisconsin, you could really see the stars. It's so amazing whenever I get to go to Wisconsin or Indiana, and you're in some rural area, and it's away from the city, and you look up at the stars, and it's beautiful. But yes, I like learning about the stars. This is going to be a book that I'm going to read in a very short period of time, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the next one is a book by Dr. Seuss. This is What Was I Scared Of? Now, recently I made a video, and you could check in my videos. I have a video to where I read every single Dr. Seuss book, and I do not remember reading this one. This one might have went off my radar. And then I have my top 10 favorite Dr. Seuss books. They are very good. The ones, his best works, like A Nightmare Before, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is amazing. The Cat in the Hat is a very fun book. The 500 Hats of Bartholomew Cubbings is an amazing book. It's one of his first books, and I really love that one. And this is another Dr. Seuss book that I plan on reading soon. Yeah, so Dr. Seuss. And it's got glow-in-the-dark stickers. I always like that. I remember that when I was a kid. I always liked the glow-in-the-dark stickers. I remember I had Spider-Man glow-in-the-dark stickers, and I always dug those. I'm like a kid, you know. Okay, the next book is a book that I've read. This is by P.L. Travers. Travers. And this is Mary Poppins. And I've actually read this book before. This is a beautiful copy of this book. And I enjoyed this book quite a bit. And I plan on rereading this. This is a great children's book. And I think this is great for adults too. It may not be for you, but it is for me. Mary Poppins. Plus, I enjoyed the movies too. You know, the movie was pretty decent. I did enjoy the book a little bit more. She's a little bit magical in the book. A little bit more magical in the book. Mary Poppins. Okay, this one I hope I'm saying this name right. Antole. And this is written by Eve Titus. Eve Titus, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. And yeah, this is a little story about a mouse. Probably like Ratatouille. And I've never seen the full movie of Ratatouille, but I kind of like the idea of a rat that's got really, you know, that's into fine dining, you know. And now the rest of the rats are just like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why don't you just eat garbage? And he's like, no, I can't eat garbage. I've got to eat something good. So I find the story of Ratatouille pretty interesting, and this should be interesting as well. I haven't checked it out yet. Now, this one is Jackie Robertson Breaks the Color Line, and this is by Andrew Santella. And yes, this is a story about Jackie Robertson. He is a groundbreaking historical person. This guy actually was the first black guy to play baseball with the white people. This is kind of enlightening by me being a white person learning about this. A lot of people, when you think about the Civil War ending in like 1860, you know, 1860, I'm not sure the exact date, but it was in the 1860s when the Civil War ended, and it wasn't until, I believe, 1947 where the black people actually were able to play baseball. There's another historical character, Jack Johnson, that was around the 1900s, a black guy that every white guy tried to kick his ass, and he just kicked everybody's asses. And Jackie Robertson is a character that I've always been interested in. And I'm not really familiar with the history. I know a little bit about it. I've seen the movie 42 when it first came out. It was okay. I thought it was okay. But I think I'm going to learn a little bit more from this book. Jackie Robertson Breaks the Color Line. Okay, and the last book is something that I've read already. This is a short story of Rip Van Winkle. And of course, apparently this is retold, so this might be different than the actual book that I've read. I really love The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Washington Irving was a great author. I also read a biography on Washington Irving, and he was a very interesting character. One of the first American writers. He was like, you know, one of the first that actually made a living writing in America when America was established in the 1700s. So, pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to reading this. And I'm looking forward to looking at this, the illustrations. The illustrations look amazing. Okay, that's this episode. This is like my 4th episode that I filmed in a row, because I just got caught up. I believe this is the last one I've got today. I've got 6 books now, so I need 2 more to do another haul. Although tomorrow I'm going to be going on another long journey, so I'm going to be passing about 8 or 9 of these book boxes. So chances are I'm going to be able to make another video tomorrow in a different shirt, because this is like the 4th video. I didn't feel like changing the shirt every single time. I hope you guys like my Join the Empire shirt. I like this shirt a lot, man. This is pretty cool. Although I don't think I'd want to be a part of the Empire. You know, I think I'd much more likely be on the side of the rebels. Although it'd be nice to be on the Death Star until they blew it up, man. But okay, that's the video. I hope you dig my Star Wars shirt, because if you, and especially if you watched the other haul videos, you might, you know, be like, some people might relate to me, but you know, some people may not. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your time. And if you haven't subscribed, can you please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel? I would love to have your subscription, and hopefully I will entertain you. I release videos all the time, not every single day, but every 3 or 4 days I always put a new video out when I can, unless I come across some really long book. When I was reading War and Peace, and I read The Count of Monte Cristo, and I read Atlas Shrugged, you'd have to wait like almost a month for me to make it through those long books. But, you know, because every now and then I do like those long books, man. But that's it for this video. I hope I will see you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here.